Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is your Wooden Reside, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons, as all your support really helps me remain motivated to continue making these type of videos on this channel, consistently covering Bangladesh cricket on YouTube in English. And plus, it would go a long way in helping a legally blind YouTube content creator remain motivated to continue making variety of videos on this channel, as you can see from the previous content that I have uploaded. Right. So today I'm going to talk about the Bangladesh versus Sri Lanka first test 2022 that just ended, I believe, yesterday. It took place in Chattogram, which used to be called Chittagong. So first of all, congratulations all around. And I'm just going to talk briefly about this. So congratulations all around. Tamim Iqbal getting back in form with a century. Mahmoud Hassan Joy scoring a 50. Litin Kumar Das scoring 88. Mushfiqur Rahim scoring a century, I believe 103 or something like that. Unfortunately, still got out playing a sweep shot. It kind of reminds me of Kevin Peterson, that he will score 80, 90, or even 100 runs. He will still get out to a left arm spinner. That doesn't mean that there isn't a problem. It's just that his defense against that problem tends to be much stronger and takes a lot of effort. So once he's out of energy, he's a bit more exposed to that problem. And yeah, Mushfiqur said that you scored two double centuries with the reverse sweep. First of all, the one in Sri Lanka, everyone scored a century. I think, if I'm not mistaken, even uh, what's his name, Nasser Hussain, if I'm not mistaken, he scored a century. So everyone scored a century, and the other two double centuries were against Zimbabwe. Okay, so a double century is a double century, but let's say if you have it against Pakistan, like you had Tamim Iqbal, or if you have it against New Zealand in New Zealand, like you had Shakib Al Hassan, holds a bit more weight than having it against Zimbabwe. Let's just be brutally honest here. Because if I'm not mistaken, Zimbabwe are not doing that good either right now. I mean, I saw the scorecard. They just lost to Namibia in a match. But anyways, get into this match. A century is still a century. So, he got back in form. He got back his confidence. So hopefully he maintains this and doesn't go for 6 to 7 matches without any significant score. And I mean 6 to 7 matches translates to 12 to 14 innings. Okay, in Test cricket. Let's just hope that doesn't happen, and he manages to retain his consistency. Okay. Uh, Tajul Islam, one of the innings got 4 wickets, and he affected a run out as well. Naeem Hassan got 6 wickets. From the Sri Lankan side, definitely Angelo Matthews, deserved man of the match. And I believe Niroshan D. I'm not saying his last name. Dimut Karuna Ratna, and I believe someone else also got a 50. And the Kasan Shanak or something like that. The concussion, excuse me, the concussion substitute. Yes, I'm doing this all in one take. I believe he got a 4 wickets or something like that. And yeah, there is something about his approach that I'll have to address. So positives, we all saw that. The pitch, it seemed like the Chattogram pitch of old as in of the mid 2000s, where you would not get a result. So Bangladesh reverted back to being this defensive side, which, if you are recalibrating everything, if you're trying to get back on your feet, maybe it's a good approach to have, that first learn step by step, or relearn rather, how to draw, then how to win. The commentators were right, if I'm not mistaken. The commentators of the news, or some of the news reporters, they're right. The Mirpur wicket, the one in Dhaka, it is famous for producing results. So unless there isn't a rain interruption, unless there's not a severe impact of rain, the Mirpur test will yield in a result. Who will win? We'll see then. But also, I've noticed that even on a flat surface like this, Tajul Islam, he was successful in getting some good line and length, and also variation in the air. And this is one thing you've noticed in Tajul Islam. Like, ever since he has been given the role of lead left arm spinner, he has been trying to vary not only his line and length, but even from where he releases the ball whilst bowling. Like sometimes he comes over the, like, close to the wicket. Sometimes he comes super wide of the wicket, if you actually notice it. So that's good to see as well. Okay, now the problems. First of all, there were some drop catches, but I've realized this in test cricket there will be some drop catches. It's just we have to keep that number to a minimum. Ideally, we would have zero drop catches, but given the nature of test cricket, it I will say it's almost impossible. It's not impossible. It's almost impossible. We have seen test teams have zero drop catches, but then we have seen very good fielding sides drop catches as well. So nothing's out of the impossible in this realm. But another negative I will say is the way Mominul Haq and Tamim Iqbal and maybe someone else. No. Mominul Haq and Tamim Iqbal. The way they got out. Now, my problem is that again, they got out to the incoming delivery, specifically the one that jags back in, like late swings in and then continues on that trajectory and jags further back in. I have seen this as long ago as Darren Sammy when there was nothing in the Mirpur wicket. And Darren Sammy bowled this delivery to get Tamim Iqbal out. It's almost an action replay of what we saw with Mominul Haq, what we saw with Tamim Iqbal and whatnot. And Mominul Haq, I have to address this. Him acting so nonchalant, saying that he is not concerned about his batting performance. The BCB should reprimand him for that. How can you be the captain of a test playing nation? How can you be the leader of your team and say that you are not concerned about your batting form? That is just nonsense. In fact, if that's the case, either give Tamim Iqbal, or here's another opinion, or here's perhaps another option, because Mehdi Hasan Miraz is out. Give Liton Kumar Das the reign of captaincy. Why not? If Mominul Haq is going to act so passive about it and not even care about his own performance, then maybe we need someone who is somewhat a bit more reflective as a good captain, a good role model and whatnot. Maybe we need someone better. Maybe Tamim Iqbal. Who knows? But anyways, overall, I will say that this was a good match for both teams. Sri Lanka, they're going through a lot of things right now, not only economically, but even in their cricketing infrastructure. They have a big shakeup. That's why you saw a lot of experienced people come back in, mixed in with a lot of new people. Bangladesh, they're trying to turn around this losing streak that they are in right now. Like, that they lost against New Zealand, and they lost in the most humiliating way possible against South Africa in South Africa, where Bangladesh got outspun by South Africa after South Africa got outpaced by Bangladesh in the ODI series. So overall, I would say it's a good test match for both teams. And I won't say the best result happened, because the best result would be if Bangladesh won. I'll say a desirable result happened. Now, moving to the second test match. What we know so far is, to add to Taskin Ahmed being out, to add to Mehdi Hasan Miraz being out, Shoriful Islam is also out. And also, I'm wondering, why didn't Ibadat Hussain play? Did I miss something? Because Khalid Ahmed and Shoriful Islam, they're still somewhat relatively young. So you would not expect them to actually take the reins of being the senior fast bowler in the test squad. And in test cricket, you need the senior statesman. In fact, this is something that was shown in the opening pair. Notice how the fortunes seemed to turn around when Tamim Iqbal came back in the mix. Okay, and we stopped relying on Shadman Islam and Saif Hassan and all these very super young people to actually give us a good opening. You need one experienced player at least. And this is why I feel that Bangladesh are still misusing Imrul Kais. They should have Imrul Kais as a possible replacement for Tamim Iqbal. Should something happen to Tamim Iqbal? And maybe his opening partner as well. Like from time to time, use him as an opening a batter as well alongside Tamim Iqbal. But the Dhaka test, I have a feeling that we might see some changes. We might see Yasser Ali Rabbi come back in. We might see Mosaddeq Hussain, actually. That's more likely. Mosaddeq Hussain come back in because he will provide a spinning option. And given that the Dhaka pitch is a bit more responsive to spin bowling, or at least it has been, I have a feeling Bangladesh are going to go with four spinners because we have Shakib Al Hasan, we have Tajul Islam, we have Naim Hassan. Now, if we have another all rounder in Mosaddeq Hussain, we will have two people who can bowl and bat. So that's why I feel that the Dhaka test will yield in a result. As for Sri Lanka's perspective, I'm not that certain. They might replace a pacer with a bowler, or they might play basically the same 11 rather that you had in this match, concussion sub included, because the concussion sub came and performed, so there's no reason to take him out. All right, guys, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you thought about this match in the comment section below, and as always, hit that like, subscribe, and bell notification buttons. And until the next video, you have a nice day, and this is your boy Tanveer Saad, the Bengal Dragon, signing out.